Good morning from Cebu City in the Philippines. This is Rich, your local resident expert, and I've been kind of taking this week to just hang out in my little headquarters, my condo, my little studio condo here in Mandaue City, and just kind of take care of a few things this week, get some laundry done, do some cleaning, and kind of relax and rest a little bit before I plan out my next trip, wherever that might be. This morning, I went to a local laundromat just down the street from where I live, and was able to get full service laundry for 400 pesos, just under $5. They'll wash your laundry, they'll fold it, get it all packaged and nicely presented to give back to you. So it's definitely a good deal. And also, since I'm coming up on the end of my 30-day visa-free period, I need to go to the Bureau of Immigrations and file for a visa extension or a visa waiver. So, as you probably know, you get an initial visa-free 30-day period upon entry to the Philippines when you go through customs and immigration. And if you want to stay longer than that, you need to file for a visa extension, which grants you another 29 days and it essentially converts your 30-day stay into a 59-day stay. And to do that, you have to go to the Bureau of Immigrations, or BI as they call it. And there's several branches in the Philippines. There's, of course, one here in Cebu City. There's one in Manila. I think there's one in Dumaguete. But wherever you are in the Philippines, you'll have to go to whichever one is closest to you and file for your visa extension. This 29-day visa waiver cost me about 4,060 pesos. If you stay longer than that 59-day period, so 60 days or more, then you'll have to file for a 30 or 60-day extension. Also, what you can do, and what some people have done, is you can book a flight out of the Philippines. You could take a trip to Hong Kong, Japan, some other location that's a different country than the Philippines, and you can stay there however long you want, or come back on the same day. And when you come back, you will again go through customs and immigration, and they will stamp your passport with another 30-day entry visa, and you can start the process all over again. So basically, just depends on what you want to do. If you find that's worth it to you, or if you had already planned on maybe making a little side trip out of the Philippines when you're here, you can take that into consideration that your 30-day visa-free entry period will start over again once you come back to the Philippines. So I, of course, took a grab taxi from where I'm at here in Mandaue City, and I took it to a place called G Mall, or also known as Giasano Mall. And G Mall is one of a few different major mall chains in the Philippines. You probably are most aware of SM, the SM malls, SM City Cebu, and other places. And there's also Robinson's Mall. But the Bureau of Immigrations is located in G Mall, G Mall of Cebu. G Mall is a pretty nice mall. Still kind of developing. There's more shops and stores that are being constructed. Got a little bit of an art gallery there. So all in all, it's a really nice mall. Probably one of the nicer ones that I've seen. It's newer. When I got to the top of the final escalator, I was actually expecting the BI office to be right up here next to this escalator, but they had actually moved, and it was kind of a temporary office. So when I got here today, I found out that they had actually moved further down into a more permanent, much nicer, air-conditioned office. So there will be a front desk clerk or attendant who you can let them know what you need. That you need your visa extension. They'll make sure that you have your passport, And then they're going to give you a piece of paper. They'll give you this form for you to fill out. There's a bunch of stuff on there that you'll need to fill out, some dates and some travel information, passport information, personal information. And then you'll want to make sure you sign and print your name on the back. Once you've got all that filled out, then you take it to the Customs and Immigration Officer who will begin processing. So after you hand them your form and pay your fee for your visa waiver or visa extension, they're going to start processing it. And it may take them a little bit of time to do that. It may take them, depending on how busy they are, it could take, 30 minutes, could take an hour. But then when they're all done, they're going to give back to you a couple of documents. One document is a report, a background report, which will most likely declare that you are not on any kind of blacklist or there's no criminal activity in your background that they've been able to identify with you in the Philippines. And then the next one is very important. This serves as your official visa document, and it's essentially a receipt that they've given you an extension or they've given you a waiver. And this document you're going to want to make sure you keep with you at all times, or at least keep in your possession, because once you leave the Philippines, the once you get board your flight exiting the Philippines, the Customs and Immigrations official will want to see this receipt. So make sure you don't lose this. Make sure you stow it away someplace very safe and keep it with you. So after I was done with all that, I decided to go down to the bottom floor of Gmall and celebrate the fact that I had successfully made it through Bureau of Immigrations. I went down to this really nice place called the Coffee Bar, had myself a mocha, and that was it for the day. Pretty exciting stuff. Talk to you soon.